everyone, my name is Paul Capozio, and I thought I would share some of my last 25 years experience as a professional salesperson to give some insight on what it takes, because we all have basic sales knowledge, like what a trial close is and what we should really wear depending on the type of business we're in, and how to handle a phone call. A lot of times when I get questions about what the most important aspect of sales could possibly be, if I only can give one bit of advice, I would say it's a sales technique that I strategized about 25 years ago when I first started training salespeople about the mama syndrome. And what the mama syndrome is we all know when we're little kids and we skin our knee and get hurt, we would run home to mama and she would clean out the wound and put a Band-Aid on it and kiss it, and we would feel better, right? We had a comfortable place that we know we could run to. And that exists in sales. And what I tell people is you want to have multiple mamas. What it means is that most of us have one good area of sales or of our particular product or service that we provide that we're real comfortable with talking about. And the danger of that is every pitch that we do or every explanation about our product or service is going to work its way back to that area that we feel most comfortable with. Let's say you're a car salesperson and you're talking about the car and you have extensive engine knowledge or drivetrain knowledge. Maybe you're a little lacking on the electronics of the car, cruise control, self-parking, whatever those other features may be. Well, it's pretty weird to watch, because when you understand the mama syndrome and you're listening to another salesperson in operation, you could hear them when the questions start coming up about areas that they're not as comfortable with, because they want to present in a polished fashion. It's amazing how their technique will allow them to steer that conversation back to the first mama, which would be drivetrain. What the message is of this conversation is you need to have multiple mamas. You need to start focusing on the areas of your product or service that you are least comfortable with. The more you get comfortable in those areas, you'll see your closing ratio go up dramatically. Now, if you're a sales manager, we don't want to train on the things that are natural. I happen to be involved with a company right now with a blockbuster product. So I'm in product sales right now and have a very large sales organization, and I train people constantly. And I avoid training on the product because there's so much data, so many testimonials, and so many things about the product that every time I sit down with someone and do some one-on-one sales training, or even in large groups, I never talk about the product or its results, because that information is just flooding the marketplace. So what I do is talk about everything other than that to build up their confidence in those areas that they're lacking. And I see the numbers grow exponentially. So here's your call to action. I want you to now pick a feature of your service or product that you're not comfortable with. I want you to focus on that. I want you to get it down, and I want you to start incorporating it into your pitch. In fact, if you really want to do this exercise correctly, I want you to start off there. Okay, don't open with your encore. No great band opens up with their encore number, right? They're always opening up with the number that is, going to get you excited, but not that pièce de résistance, right? They don't open with their encore, so you shouldn't either. The other issue is it's always going to revert back to the thing you're most comfortable with naturally, especially when you get a little nervous if you're new to the product or service. The next thing I want you to do is also think about changing your prospect. Let's change the normal prospect you'd be attracted to. When somebody walks into the showroom or you get somebody on the phone and you kind of know that personality type. So I want you to expand your mind a little bit and start reaching out for different types of prospects, and you will see your closing ratio go through the roof, as well as your income. I hope you guys enjoyed this one.